When your cat climbs into your lap and begins pushing their paws in and out against you like two tiny bread paddles, most people just smile, assume it's a quirky little habit, and move on. But here's what almost nobody tells you about that moment. That behavior is one of the most emotionally loaded, deeply significant things your cat will ever do with their body. It isn't random. It's not cute filler between naps. It is a direct message from your cat's brain and nervous system, rooted in the earliest and most vulnerable moments of their entire existence. And if you've been misreading it, dismissing it, or worse, stopping it without understanding what it means, you've been shutting down one of the most honest forms of love your cat is capable of giving. Here is the full truth about why your cat needs and what it's really telling you about your relationship. Number 1, it goes all the way back to their very first hours of life. This behavior doesn't begin when cats become adults, it begins within hours of being born. Kittens knead rhythmically against their mother's belly while nursing because that pressing motion stimulates milk flow. The brain links that exact movement to warmth, nourishment, and total safety. It's the first physical experience of comfort most cats ever have, so when your adult cat performs that same movement on your lap, they aren't being babyish or confused. They are accessing that exact emotional state, that same feeling of complete security. A 2019 paper in the journal Animal Cognition found that many adult cat behaviors directed at their owners mirror behaviors kittens display toward their mothers, suggesting the bond between an owner and their cat shares structural similarities with the maternal bond. Your cat isn't being silly. They're telling you that being near you feels like the safest place they've ever known. That's not a small thing, that's an enormous thing. Number 2, they are leaving their mark on you on purpose. Cats have specialized scent glands embedded in the soft pads of their paws. Every single time your cat kneads against your skin, your clothing, or your blanket, they are depositing pheromones directly onto you. From your cat's perspective, they're not just enjoying a cozy moment, they are claiming you, marking you as familiar, safe. And there's research published in Applied Animal Behavior Science found that scent marking behaviors, including kneading, are among the primary tools cats use to create familiarity and emotional comfort within their territory. When your cat kneads your arm or your favorite sweater, they are placing an invisible but very deliberate stamp on you that says, "This person belongs to me. This is my person." That's not a passive act. That's a conscious investment in the relationship, expressed through the only language your cat has. Number 3. It's one of the clearest signals that they feel completely safe around you. Wild cats don't knead on humans. Feral cats don't knead on humans. That behavior requires a level of psychological vulnerability that a cat will only ever display in an environment where they perceive zero threat. When your cat starts to knead, you'll notice their body language shift entirely. Their muscles soften, their eyes go half-lidded or fully closed. Their breathing slows, their tail may curl gently, and most of the time they begin to purr. Their entire nervous system has moved into a state of low-arousal calm. Behavioral veterinarians classify kneading as a positive low-arousal behavior, which means your cat's stress hormones are at their absolute lowest when it happens. If your cat kneads on you regularly, you aren't just a convenient warm surface. You are the place in the world where your cat feels the most protected, the most comfortable, and the most at ease. Out of every corner, cushion, sunny window, and hiding spot in your home, they chose you. And if this is making you think differently about your cat, hit like and subscribe. There's a lot more about your cat that you're probably missing every single day. Number 4, it can reveal important things about your cat's emotional history. Not all kneading looks the same. Cats that grew up in healthy, stable environments tend to knead with relaxed, slow movements, often while purring. But cats that experienced early trauma, early weaning before 8 weeks of age, or severe neglect sometimes develop a more compulsive version of kneading that can include sucking on fabric, extended glazed staring, or repetitive movement that doesn't appear calming at all. A study in the Journal of Veterinary Behavior found that cats weaned before the age of 8 weeks showed significantly higher rates of compulsive oral and tactile behaviors throughout adulthood compared to cats weaned at the appropriate age. If your cat kneads in a way that seems more distressed than relaxed, that's a signal worth paying attention to. Their body is trying to communicate an unmet emotional need. A conversation with your veterinarian or a feline behaviorist can make an enormous difference. Number 5. Punishing them for kneading is one of the most damaging things you can do. Because kneading involves claws, and because cats sometimes target inconvenient surfaces, many owners push their cats away, use a stern voice, or physically remove them mid-knead. From your cat's perspective, what just happened is a profound betrayal. They entered their most emotionally vulnerable state. They chose you as the recipient of that trust, and you rejected them in that exact moment. According to the American Association of Feline Practitioners, responding to kneading with negative reactions can generate lasting confusion and anxiety in cats, particularly because the behavior is so deeply tied to their sense of safety. The solution to the claw problem is simple. Keep your cat's nails trimmed regularly. Place a soft, thick blanket on your lap before they settle in, or gently guide them to a dedicated soft surface nearby. But never punish the act of kneading itself. What you're pushing away is not an inconvenience. It's trust in its most unguarded form. Number 6. Some cats never knead, and that tells you something important too. Not every cat kneads. And if your cat doesn't, it doesn't mean they love you less. It doesn't mean something is wrong with them. Cats that were weaned very early, cats that came from high-stress shelter environments, or cats with naturally more reserved personalities may simply never develop the behavior as a regular expression. But they are still communicating love in other ways. A slow blink from across the room, a head bump against your hand, choosing your chair over every other chair in the house, following you from room to room without making a sound, sleeping with their back pressed against yours at night. Every cat has an emotional language that is entirely their own. The goal is not to find the behavior you read about or expect to see. The goal is to learn the specific language your cat is actually speaking, because they are always trying to tell you something. You just have to be tuned in to the right frequency. And when you finally are, what you find is a depth of connection most people never realized was possible with a cat.